deductible, it's way, I mean, you have to, the deductible, you can practically not even use it. So Obamacare is a disaster. We had it beaten, and then one man late in the evening decided, Bill, that I think I'm going to, after 8 years of campaigning, I think I'm going to vote against it. And he did something, but it's actually maybe going to work out very well. It looks like it's going to work out very well. But Obamacare, no, is a disaster.
What's amazing is President Barack Hussein Obama campaigned on the idea of no Medicare for all. He was saying, Obama was saying it was too expensive. And so you come along and say, wait a minute, let's reform. We can't afford it. It'd be nice to do it. But do you find it amazing that you agree with Obama on some things, such as Obama was saying for years? We don't want an open border. Democrats said we don't want an open border. Obama said no Medicare for all. Democrats said no Medicare for all. And now you're saying, now wait a minute, there's a couple of three things Obama did I agree with, but Democrats are attacking Obama. You find that amazing?
Well, the whole thing is incredible. I watched both nights, and much of it each night. This was not a very exciting evening of television, but I watched, and I guess it's probably 4 or 5. It's down to 4 or 5. I can't imagine somebody else coming up. But I don't think it's what our country represents, number one. And when you look at open borders, how about the open borders where everybody can just come in? And, you know, we're stopping them now. In fact, we have Mexico stopping them because Congress, the Democrats in Congress will give us no votes for border security. Can you believe it? No votes. So we'll get them. I think we're going to get them in the next election. But I'm just watching, and it's incredible to think people come up. Many of these people are not good people. They're convicted of lots of bad crimes, and they want open borders where they just flow into our country. It's not happening. We won't let it happen, and we're doing really well. And I have to say, Mexico has been great. Now, I said, if you don't, we're going to have to do tariffs on your product coming in. And right now they have 21,000 soldiers, and it's had a tremendous impact.
President Obama said, get rid of criminal illegal aliens. Joe Biden, his VP, is saying, wait a minute, let's give them a hearing. Isn't it amazing that Democrats are running against Obama? I find this as a commentator an amazing circumstance.
Well, the whole thing with Biden talking about hearings, it's so crazy with judges. We're the only country in the world, or just about, where people come in, Bill, they come in and they get a trial. So we hire Perry Mason, and it's a big deal. And the trial, we say, come back in 4 years. It is so crazy. But nobody else has judges. They come in. Other countries, they come in. They say, sorry, you have to get out. And in this country, they come in as welcome to litigation. But we've done a lot. You know, we could solve it very quickly with the Democrats. It would take literally 20 minutes to solve, but they don't want to do it.
On issues in Baltimore, is it possible for a conservative to talk about failures in the inner city without being labeled a racist? And there was a story today on the AP that the murder rate in Baltimore is higher than the murder rate in El Salvador. Can you talk about any problems in urban America without being labeled?
No, I think not just me. Well, they called Nancy Pelosi a racist 2 weeks ago, too. So, you know, it's one of those things. But anytime they run out of ammunition, they start throwing the R word out there. It's a terrible thing. I mean, it's a terrible thing. I'm the least racist person there is, but it's a terrible thing. But I think I've exposed everybody for what they are. And Baltimore has been a very good example. You look at it, it's gotten billions and billions of dollars over the years, and the money's been wasted or stolen.
Now, and lastly, on the issue of the economy, here in the Midwest, it's important. Obama lost 200,000 manufacturing jobs, and Obama said, guess what, folks, they're not coming back. You've added 500,000 Midwestern manufacturing jobs. Given another 4 years, Joe Biden said last night, Trump doesn't need another 8 years. I think Joe Biden might have a little math problem, but nonetheless, assuming you get another 4 years, how would the manufacturing be better under Trump than it would be under a socialist?
Well, President Obama said that manufacturing jobs are gone. You'd need a magic wand, if you remember that expression, the very famous expression. And we've added 600,000 in the country, and a lot more are coming. I mean, frankly, we need people to work because we have the lowest unemployment rate very soon in the history of our country, lowest with African Americans, lowest with Asians, lowest with Hispanics. We have the lowest. So, I mean, we're doing great, but we're bringing back manufacturing jobs, Bill, and that's very important. They're the best jobs. I mean, these are great jobs, high-paying jobs, talented people, and they're coming back like never before. And I just got numbers that Ohio is now having the best year in its history.
Blexit is blacks exiting the Democratic Party. Outside, there's numerous African Americans with posters and signs saying, join the Blexit movement. Would you like to see Blexit work in America?
I would love to see it, and I love those people that are outside, and if I could get to say hello to them tonight, I'd say hello. But it's happening more and more, and look, the best unemployment rate they've ever had, the most African Americans working right now in the history of our country. Think of it. More people are working, African Americans, good jobs than they've ever had, than we have ever had in our country. So that's really nice. When you tell me something like that, I appreciate it.
They're out there working right now. Blexit is important.
I love it. That's a great term. This is one that's going to be used, I guarantee.
No question. Mr. President, thank you.
Bill, I want to thank you. You've been such a great friend, and I just want to thank you very much.
Well, you're a great American.
Thank you.
Bill Cunningham with the President on 700 WLW.